Hey everybody, now that we've installed WordPress on our server, we want to go to the URL that we picked, and we want to visit our site. So we go to www. Whatever your site was. Mine is on my system, systems.com/workteam. Now yours is just going to be whatever your website is called /WordPress. So if your website is called Superman, you're going to go to www.superman.com/WordPress. I made mine a little more complicated, and I'm going to go /WordPress. And then you push enter. So if your website's Superman, you go to superman.com/WordPress. If your website is fly on the wall, you're going to go to www.flyonthewall.com/WordPress. Whatever your website name is /WordPress, and then you just want to push enter. Now, once you get here, you'll see the screen. It'll say, welcome, blah, 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 blah. You just want to type in the name of your team. I'm just going to type in my team site. Your email address. Type in my email address. And then you click this to allow your blog to be shown in search engines like Google. I don't want mine to be shown, but you probably will. And then you copy the password that it's going to give you right here to your clipboard. Copy, and just remember that that's named admin. Make sure you copy this because it's just a randomly generated password that you don't want to forget. Then push login, and then you type in up here admin as your username, and then you paste the password down here. Push login, and now you'll see the back office of your site. Now the first thing you want to do is change your password from that weird randomly generated password to whatever password you want it to be. So what you want to do is you'll see this red box up here, and you just want to click yes, take me to my profile page. It'll take you to the bottom, and you'll see over here it'll say new password. You just want to type in the password that you want twice. You want to push update profile down there. Alright, so once you've pressed update profile, you'll see at the top that it'll say user updated. Now what we want to do is choose the theme that we want to use. So we want to click appearance, and then once you click appearance, it'll take you to this screen, and you'll see that the theme that we want is down here. So you come down here where it says Showcase by Matt Adams, and click activate. Now when you visit your site, you'll see this screen, and we're missing a few elements to our page, but I'm about to go and show you how to add these elements. So let's do this. So the first thing we want to do is go up here to pages, and this is how we add pages. We're going to say edit, and right now this one's called edit about. We want to call it home. So let's just change that to home, and update page, and now when we visit site, it'll say home up here. But now that I think about it, we're probably not going to want to do that since there's already in home. We're going to change this to conference calls. We're going to push update page. That's one page. We're going to add another page. I'm going to call it announcements. You can call these pages whatever you want. It's completely up to you. This is just, I'm just naming these this for the example, and you see like every time you add a page, it'll show up here. When you click on it, that page will show up. So now what we want to do is add this featured section that goes right here. I'm going to show you how to put some content in there. What we want to do is come up here to the post at the very top. You want to go to add new. You want to call it whatever you want. When you call it welcome aboard team, and put some random content in here that I can get from right here. And I'm just going to paste some nonsensical stuff in there. And then I'm going to come down here to title. I'm going to name it the same thing. Welcome aboard team. Description. Same thing. Actually, let me eliminate some of that. And then we want to go to thumbnail. We can leave that alone. Feature this. Yes. Click when it says feature this, come over here to the drop down and just push yes. Slider image. You want to give the URL of the image that you want to feature. And it needs to be a certain size. So when you feature an image here, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make sure... Oh, let me find my pen. I cannot find my pen. What the world did I do? Give me a second. So when you feature an image, you have to make sure that you make this image the right size, and the size for each of these image is 570 pixels by 400 pixels. So when you upload an image, make sure you crop it to that size, whether you use PhotoBucket to do it or an image editing software that you have on your computer. If you're using a Mac, you can use iPhoto, or if you have Photoshop, you can use that. Just make sure that when you're uploading one of these pictures, you use that. Or you can hire a graphic designer for a few bucks to just give you a few nice images. Give him a few images and have him crop them to the right size, pretty them up, and then have him upload them. So that is how we add some images to the slider. And as you can see, you can add more than one image. That's why it's called a slider. So you give it the slider image right there, and then when you go to add a new post, I'm going to go ahead and publish that. And then you go to add a new post, and you put in the name and the content right there, and you add another one. Make sure you press yes for feature this, and then add another one, and then you can slide through them. So when we go to visit site, you'll see that the image will pop up right here. And then it should, well, actually, you know what? I think you're gonna have to decide which image you want to show up there. And then your posts will show up down here. Now, under these conference call pages, this is where you're gonna want to list your conference calls and your announcements and your incentives and all that jazz. And over here, I'm gonna show you how to edit this stuff on the home page to the right. So you're gonna want to go back to our back office /WP-admin, and then we're gonna go to Appearance. Click on Appearance, and then click on Widgets. And now we're going to come over here to Primary Aside, and we're going to drag a text box in there. Let's come up here and drag a text box in there. And now we can name this New Members, or whatever you want to call it. And you can take that code from the website, from the Automatic Pilot site, and paste that in there, and I'll show you how to edit that code in a few seconds. And it'll say something like John Doe in the middle of there. And you just copy this line, one of these lines, and you paste it below that one, below. And this is where you'll add your team member names, where those names are, and you push save. And now when you view the site, you'll see to the right at the top we'll have new members. It'll give you a list of the pages. It's a beautiful thing, these new members. It can go, it'll drop down as far as you want it to. It should. And on each of these pages, this will also show up, just so you can give your team members a good idea of where you guys are for the month. So enjoy, everybody. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them. And thanks a lot for watching.